everybody. This is Goldfinger for the Goldfinger Minute. And we have a new guest today, Bob from New England states. Say hello, Bob.
Hello.
Hey. And let's see. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? Also, I met you at the mall today, but I also met you over a year ago, you said.
A couple years back.
Couple years back at Ground Zero. So let's give us some history about how you eventually got here and your life story. We'd love to hear it.
All right, I'll start.
Go for it.
About 10 years ago, that's how I started coming to the Philippines, is right around November of 2015, joined AsianDating.com. Mm-hmm. So I figured, well, do something. I was separated from my second wife. Me and my daughter moved out a while before that. And, I was getting kind of lonely being alone. One of those type of people that just like to have company, whether it be friends or, a wife or something. But I also did tell myself I was never going to get married again. But we'll get to that.
You had already two under your belt.
Yeah, I already had two under my belt. I'm like, I was 52 at the time. Like, I'm not doing this again. I'm 62 years, 62 now, and now, been married for going on 7 years, September 1st.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Filipina. You met her here on Asia.
I met her online, and it was a funny way that we met. And when I tell a story, you're like, oh, he's crazy. So I was sitting at home one night. My brother talked to me, and he says, hey, why don't you go online and try to find a girlfriend or something, he said something about Eastern women or something like that. And I said, all right, I'll do that. So a couple weeks later, I hopped online. It was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I filled out all the information at AsianDating.com. Mm-hmm. So I got that done, and then next day I didn't really think about it much. I'm sitting in my living room by myself, trying to figure out just something to do before I go to bed. Hopped back on, and I had over 70 replies. I'm like,
right.
Dude, I did months of this back at home, Plenty of Fish and all of these other ones. Nothing happened. I think I got a call once. We were supposed to set up a coffee date, and that was about it.
On a different site?
Yeah, on one of these other sites.
site?
Yeah, one of those sites, over 50 or whatever it was.
I had like 270 in less than 12 hours. It was ridiculous.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah.
I waited until I get my.
I waited for boots on the ground like you're supposed to do. But that was the second time I'd been on Filipina Cupid. The first time was a long-distance relationship, and I wasted a lot of money. We won't go there now.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I had somebody to talk to while I was in Mexico, and you pay if you're going to play, you're going to pay. So it was basically I call it a pen pal, but it's a chat pal, and we did videos. But anyway, then I waited for a year or two, and then when I got here, boots on the ground in Cebu, I put it back on Filipina Cupid, and I just got a month. Yeah. And literally overnight, 270 something girls. And it's like,
wow, that's
because I didn't isolate it. It was all over. It was all ages.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had 70-year-old women, and I had like 17, 18-year-old girls. And it was all over the islands. I'm like, I don't know all these islands. There's some of them I never heard of. I had to look them up. Yeah. But that's all another story.
Yeah, I know. I heard of the Philippines, and I'm a World War II buff. I love history. Okay. And I knew a lot about the Philippines and the battles and stuff like that. But, not realizing it was 12 hours ahead of us from New England. So I got on. So I started looking through the list. And that's what I noticed, too, the ages, I was 52 at the time. So I said, ages. So I put a, buffer on me. I went from 30 to 45. I'd figure I'd work in that range. So this one's out, that one's out. They were too young, too old. So I got to Nina, and she had just turned 29, like 5 days earlier.
Okay.
And it was 11/28/15 is when I contacted her. And so it's been almost 10 years since we met. So I messaged her right away. It's 11:30 at night. She messaged me right back, and I wasn't expecting that at all. So needless to say, at that point, I was done because she had talked to me, and we had talked for hours on end.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next night, hours on end. Next night, hours on end. Because I just come home, I got nothing to do. I don't drink. I hardly touched alcohol at the time. Didn't really go out party, and I grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I had plenty of that life when I was younger, and I didn't care for that too much.
No, you got older, a little bit older, yeah, mellow.
Yeah. So she messaged me, said, "Do you know how to use Skype?" I said, "Well, I have a Skype account. How do I use it?" So she told me, and I figured it out, turned it on, and poof. So she's there she is, and we were talking. And then after about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, of talking with her and getting to know her, I said, you know what, I think I'm going to come out to the Philippines. I'm in business for myself, so I can make time to get away for 3 or 4 weeks. So I did that. My first time here was 17 days here. So, but that's, thinking back now, that's short, because that travel time is.
Yeah.
I need to buy a cushion on the way home.
I know.
Okay, just put it that way.
I know your butt hurts. And
oh man, it was a killer.
You say, "Can I have any pain pills?" I mean, like, I can't sit here any longer.
Yeah.
All right. So 17 days is too short, but it seems like a lot when you plan it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially if a business.
Yeah. So, and it was in the wintertime. So I flew out of Boston. Yeah. And so it's February 11th. Of course, I had to wait till after the Super Bowl because my Patriots are always playing in Super Bowl. So I waited till after that, because if they made it to the Super Bowl that year, I was going. So that was my schedule. And asked Nina, because she knows, because when she got to the U.S., I went to a Super Bowl while she was here.
Oh, okay.
While she was there, I should say. And so I get on the plane. The pilot says, "We're going to head north now." Out of Boston, that's Canada and the North Pole.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
why are
we going north? I'm thinking to myself, plane ever crashes, they're going to find me. I'll be in Antarctica.
I'll be
up in the North Pole. I'll be in, Siberia somewhere. Because Siberia is north of Russia, because I heard that come up on the podcast one day.
They don't go direct straights. They do circles around the pole and catch headwinds.
Right, and I didn't realize that they actually travel up there. Come up through Russia, through China, and we landed in Hong Kong. 20 hours and 55 minutes later.
That's actually a short flight.
Yeah. And it was about 3 hours from Hong Kong to Cebu, because she lived in Lapu. So... which is pretty cool, which I didn't realize that's where
How did you like
was
Lapu?
killed.
Lapu? How did you like that?
I didn't realize it was so dusty here. Because Lapu
you had chest problem.
I didn't have chest problems, but it was dusty. That's kind of the big thing that I took away when I left. Why is it so dusty here?
Were they dirt roads or paved?
Both. Yeah. And it's crowded. You've been to the airport in Cebu, so that's the Cebu airport on
Cebu's crazy.
Island. Yeah.
You go to Cebu.
So now I watch the planes take off from my place. So I'm looking up. There goes the plane. When I take, when I'm back home over here. So, and I call this back home now after 9.5 years of traveling here.
What made you come over here to do? Now you came back, obviously. We're going to jump a little bit ahead, but
that's fine.
But I was just curious, what made you come to Dumaguete?
Okay, so this
then, because that's when I met you.
Right. So back then, that was 2015, 16, 17. Our relationship. So it took 2 years, 10 months before Nina got to the United States. So by then I knew it was going to work out. So and I knew her. We talked almost every single day, unless there was blackouts here and we couldn't contact. There's a funny story I got to tell you about that too.
You can tell it. We have all the time in the world.
So
we're retired.
I know. No. I got people working at home. Right now, actually. Oh, they're in bed. But, so funny thing, I'm not sure if I had already been here or not, but I woke up because she wanted to watch me sleep. Yeah, weird. I've never had that request.
Okay.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I set my laptop up on my side of my bed, and she could watch me from work. She works 12-hour days here.
Long, yeah.
M. So so I set it up and let her watch me, and I'm sleeping.
She wanted to watch you sleep. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Okay.
You think that's funny? The funniest thing is when I woke up. And it's 3 other people watching me sleep.
Oh, my God. That's just embarrassing. That's so
There's
crazy.
2 women and a guy watching me sleep. I wake up, I look at the camera, and I'm like, I'm kind of startled.
That's like being a YouTuber that they their whole life. No, seriously, they watch them eat, they watch them sleep, they watch them go in the bathroom. It's like crazy.
Oh.
And people watch them day and night, 24 hours. It's very weird.
Like that movie with Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Is it Tom Hanks?
I don't know.
I forget.
But
there's the Truman Show. I actually just watched.
Oh yeah,
the
Truman Show. Yeah. So she watched you sleep, and what did she have to say about that? Anything?
So I'm like, when she gets back onto the screen, she's like the manager, and she was running other stores at the same time. So she gets back on the screen, and I said, "So I hope you're making money. I'm going to be charging them some pesos for this."
For watching you.
Yeah.
She had it on video the whole time. She had it on the screen.
Yeah. She had me on screen sleeping.
And the coworkers could watch it.
And the coworkers could watch it.
That's just too weird. I'm sorry, man. That's just too weird.
It was.
That would have been the end of the relationship for me, seriously. I just said, it's been nice, but it's weird. All right, that's pretty funny.
But, we can get a joke out of that every once in a while.
Right.
So it's, it is what it is.
That's the first. Okay.
It's funny. It's
All right.
funny, and I tell people that story, and like, oh, really? Yeah. Hey, it's just something that happened, and I just thought it was really funny. So after that, I came back again. About 3 months later, I came back. This time it was for 29 days because I had 30 days.
That's good. It's a little better.
29 days. And then I went back, and then I came back about 9 months later. I came back again.
Okay.
And, we kept coming back and forth for the 2 years and 10 months. In the meantime, I ended up getting divorced back at home.
Oh, so you were still married, but
I
not
was still
living
married,
with her.
right? We had separated.
Okay.
Trial on and off again for 2 or 3 years prior to me meeting Nina, and it just wasn't working out. Let's just put it this way: my teenage daughter came and lived with me. That's how bad the situation got at home. So
you had kids from the first and second marriage?
Yes.
Just the second? Oh, yeah, okay.
Actually, my oldest daughter is older than my wife.
Yeah, that's okay. Carolyn is older than my 2 sons.
That's funny.
It's a little weird.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it is. My oldest is 43.
Right.
I've got a great granddaughter that's 5.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Did you have a
I'm only
granddaughter?
62.
You got to miss her, so that's why you're.
Yeah, I do. I
do know you go back and forth. So I'm,
Yeah.
I don't have grandchildren. I just have 2 boys, but they're not. They don't have. There's no children. No. They didn't have kids. Either one of them.
Not yet.
No. They won't. One's gay, and the other one. They've been together forever.
But you never know. They might adopt. Who knows?
They might adopt, but it's not
Eventually.
the same. It's not the same. If they adopt, it's not something like I want to go home and see my grandchild. It's just, I don't know what to say, but it's not my grandchild. It's their daughter or their son, but it's not my grandchild.
Yeah. Yeah, Nina's got a son. So she had a son from another foreigner who cheated on her.
So he'd be at least 11, 12 years old now?
Yeah, he's going to be 12 in September. He considers me his dad, and
that's cool.
There were 2 peas in the pod. And it's great having a boy now because
you only had daughters before?
Yeah, I only had 2. I got two daughters, one that's 28, and she's a photographer. And she lives actually in my other house next door to me. I'm still trying to break that bond.
Right next door.
She's 28 years old, and she's got her own business, and she's still living off daddy.
It's good that you're close, though. She's living off you. Okay,
well kind of
financing her a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. She doesn't. I don't charge her rent for her little unit, little studio unit that I have attached to one of my houses.
So
back there.
And then so you're still traveling back and forth.
Yeah.
And
so Dumagetti, you asked me about
Dumagetti. Why Duma?
So what ended up happening when Nina was in the U.S. and then COVID hit, what ended up happening, so things slowed down. They didn't shut down for me. I'm in construction, so it's a little bit different. No, I would refuse to shut down anything.
All right,
I
that's
refused
good.
to shut down anything.
So you stayed busy. A lot of people got killed.
Yeah. And we did too. Actually, I had the previous year I had planned and put money up to grow the business between 20 to 30%.
Yeah.
I had spent this money already on my internet, my digital assets that I own now, and which have grown. So
maybe that helped you keep busy, though.
It kind of did, because we don't have to advertise. It's word of mouth, and people just know who I am after 37 years.
Now, when you said construction business, are you selling construction materials or are you building?
Building.
And what are you building? So
we do renovations. We do home renovations. There's more money in renovations than there is in actually building.
Okay.
I see. And in New England, nothing's straight. They're old homes. So you need to have some really high-quality guys that know what they're doing to build and look good in New England. Yeah, because everything's old. You know, if you work under a house under 100 years old, you're doing good in New England.
Okay.
You know, everything's older. So mine two houses, the first house I bought after I got divorced and remarried was 1780.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
1780.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't imagine. Oh my God. Is it made out of stone?
It has a stone foundation.
Is it a stone walls?
Stone walls in the foundation, but it has a concrete floor. So the house has been totally renovated, all new electrical.
Several times probably, yeah.
Yeah, well, in 2014.
I don't think they had electrical power throughout the house or plumbing, and you would have had.
They had none of that.
Early 1900s, you would have had lead pipes, not copper.
Yeah,
and
everything's been changed.
Yeah, several times. Okay.
So the guy who owned the house before me was an electrician who works for a local company. Dude, I got so many outlets in my house. It is I've got a kitchen that's about 1.5 times the size of this room, and I have like 40 plugs.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had to
do away with multiple breakers.
Yeah, I've got electrical panels in my garage. I'm in my basement, the size of what you would have in a in a big commercial building. Yeah, they're huge.
And he used heavy duty copper.
Yeah, there's everything, all PEX throughout the house for plumbing. So I was renting the house, and the guy says, "So this is the sales of the house is like this." I was renting the house for 2 years. Nina was coming over, and he goes, "Do you want to buy the house?" I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll be over in a couple of days." So we sat down and negotiated for about 30 seconds, and we were done. And I had bought and sold houses for other companies before, so I didn't use a realtor. I saved myself $30,000.
Right, and he saved money too.
Yeah, he saved money too.
Seller's costs are high.
I was already in the house for 2 years, so I knew the house.
So you knew the house, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's just sign this. The same thing with the house I bought next door last year when it became available.
I can't imagine a house from 1782. That's just crazy. That's crazy, but I can't imagine. I would think.
Yeah, because you're from California, so.
Yeah, we don't have anything that old. No. Okay.
No. Not even California.
Definitely not anything on the West
It
Coast.
was Mexico then.
Yeah, that and nothing on the West Coast is 200 years old or more.
No,
it's not happening. No. All right.
No, and it's funny too. You go through New England, and all the streets look like spaghetti. We make fun of other people from other cities. There's this all on a grid, which you look at ours, especially Boston. It just looks like spaghetti.
Really?
It looks like somebody just threw it down. It's all cobblestones.
That's cool though.
It's really nice.
Cobblestone
Boston's a great city.
Yeah, it's an old city.
Yeah, it's an old school city.
Cobblestone, that's cool.
Yeah. Half of it's on the ocean, was built on the ocean.
I bet they're asphalting over. That's a shame, but they're probably asphalted over the cobblestone.
Some of them. Well, what happened? So that's where the country started. So when all the ships used to come over, that's where all the cobblestones came that used to ballast the ships. So when they got here and emptied their cargo off, they emptied the cobblestones off too, and they filled in the harbor.
Right.
And they made roads with the cobblestones.
Very cool.
If you look in Virginia and up north, you're going to see a lot of cobblestone.
That's kind of cool.
Which is cool. Yeah. Yeah, there's no other. And I've been all over the United States. I've taken, everywhere. We've got like 5 states left. Alaska and Hawaii is 2 of them, And the other ones I don't really care about is Alabama. I forget where else. For me, that's it.
I've actually been in every state, including Hawaii and Alaska. So
yeah. Well, Hawaii's just winter.
For a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're now married 6 or 7 years, you said?
Yeah. It's September 1st will be 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Very nice. Congrats.
So she came over and.
But Dumagetti. We never got to why you were at Dumagetti.
Right. We always sidetrack, and that's how it goes.
I'm horrible that way.
It's good. It's good because I've watched your podcast and they go on for like 2 hours. I'm like. All right, it's not 25 minutes I did with Mark.
I get in trouble all the time because it says, let the guy talk,
Yeah, that's fine. Well, this is how we get to know each other.
Right.
And I love this area. Me and my wife came here because when COVID hit and we were sitting inside, and we'll get back to that part of the area. So when COVID hit and we're sitting inside, I maybe watched about a half an hour to an hour of YouTube. Since then, that's about
been busy.
80% of my viewing now is YouTube.
Okay.
So it's completely changed. So there's no more cable. There's no more satellite. I got satellite there, and I'm arguing with them. Yeah, there's another story. But anyways, I wanted to get rid of it. Somehow they said I
don't have a TV.
For it.
I don't watch TV, but
I don't either. It's just news. That's all I get in my business. So I do investments,
and half of it's fake news or more. So
right,
I don't watch it.
Yeah, so I only watch it for the business stuff, the the stocks and all that kind of stuff. And
right.
What these
anything financial.
Right. Okay. That's what I do. I love it, and I'll do it myself because I put my money in other people's hands, and every time, guaranteed.
Are you into cryptos?
I was, but I got out of it. I'm like, I should have stuck in because I ended up losing thousands of dollars in Bitcoin at one point.
Only if you
sold. Doge.
Only if you sold.
Yeah, I know. Well, Doge is still way down, so that's the big one.
I laugh about all the people that bought cryptos and threw their computer away and got buried in the dump. Yeah. They lost their access.
Could you imagine?
Or one guy who paid for a couple pizzas, 22 Bitcoins. It's like, can you imagine how many millions those pizza cost them? I mean, it's like ridiculous. Or at least several $100,000, $1 million. He lost a couple million. It was like today it would be like $1 million a pizza, $1 million a pizza if you just sat on it. But he ate 22 coins worth. Oh, that's bad. That's
22.
Bad. 22 coins for 2 pizzas.
That's about 110 a coin right now. Right?
So it's
about 110 right now.
So it's it's 220,000.
Yeah,
I'd be crying. He made the news though. All right, Duma. We got to get back to Duma.
All right, Duma. An hour from now, no. So Duma. So YouTube. Okay. So before then, when I met Nina, I was watching some YouTube to get familiarized with the country before I got here.
Okay.
Okay, and couple of guys was watching, so I got some information. I got an idea of what to expect. But when COVID hit is when we really started watching Paul, Mark.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
There wasn't a whole
lot
lot
to do. All of them got very Ricky. Ricky,
I'm subscribed to him. Gio.
Yeah, me too.
And now he moved out of the area. Yeah. And a few of the other guys. There's one guy's got another channel, but
Mike.
He moved out of... Mike's Philippine retirement.
Adventures. Mike, Philippine Adventure.
Philippine Adventures.
And back in the day, well, not too long ago, but Mark Thornton, who passed away. But
yeah, I know.
Mark had a good channel. Yeah,
he did. He interviewed me. In February of 23.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I was on his show.
Yeah, I don't think any of his
about
videos
40 pounds ago.
40 pounds. You lost weight.
Yeah,
good
about 40 pounds. Yeah.
How'd you lose weight? I know we're going back off the subject.
That's fine. Carnivore diet.
Oh, okay.
Dude, my cholesterol. So the doctors had me on all of these stupid drugs, and they had me on this Repatha for cholesterol. Mm-hmm. And about 9 months ago, I told my endocrinologist, I'm not taking it anymore. And in December, I went on the carnivore diet. I had my numbers taken about 6 to 8 weeks ago. My cholesterol is 155 with no drugs.
And how is your...
It used to be over 300 before. And all I eat is bacon and eggs almost every single day.
Right.
Steak 3 or 4 times a week, and some other meats.
Any vegetables? No vegetables?
Very little. I throw vegetables in for taste.
Okay.
But here it's tough. It's really tough to get anything good tasting steak.
You have to make sure there's no sugar.
That's the thing.
Everything is soaked in sugar. It's weird.
It really is. It's soaked in sugar
sauces,
and
or they
sauces,
soak it.
and I watch my numbers go through the roof.
Right.
Like, I'm diabetic.
I have a ketone measure. You breathe into it. It's a breathalyzer that measures ketones. Very interesting.
Oh. And
it tells you, you can start the meal, and then you can check it immediately after the meal. You can check it any time. And it's yellow. It's green, yellow, and red. So you want to stay in the green. But it'll actually measure ketones from breath. It's a very interesting tool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I use the G7 thing. It's a thing that sticks in your arm. And so my wife says I'm Bluetooth now.
Yeah, you're connected to your phone.
It's funny.
That's kind of cool.
You're Bluetooth now.
Electronics is incredible today.
It really is.
There's so many things. But you were also on, I think I talked to you this morning, you were on, what is it called, Manjaro? Manjaro.
Right.
What is Manjaro? 'Cause I never asked you. What is that?
So Manjaro. So I took a different one before about 1.5 years ago, but it upset my stomach. That's semaglutide.
Yeah.
So this is tirzepatide, and tirzepatide doesn't hurt.
Peptides.
Yes.
Okay.
So
it's a whole new thing now.
Right.
Okay.
Well, the drug's actually been out for a long time, but they just recently started
There's a brand new one out. Did you know there's a brand new one out? Reptupa? I don't know what that is.
Is there?
There's a brand new one.
And they're coming out in a pill form now, too.
My friend, who I just spoke to also, in fact, I saw him also this morning. He was telling me how he just ordered it. Let me see. Retatrutide.
Oh, I never heard of it.
It's a brand new one. So they're not 100%. It's FDA approved. You can buy it. Believe it or not, he's bought it and having it shipped here, and him and I are going to try it. But you take that and some kind of special water. It's some kind of activated water. I don't know what the heck.
Oh.
I haven't studied it enough yet to know all of it about it. He's ordered it, and he just got it this morning. So I said, okay, cool. Let me know, but you have to be careful with those because you can have side effects.
Yeah.
With all of the peptides.
Right. So the first one I tried, I had real bad cramps. I ended up in bed for like 4 days.
Not good.
It was so bad. It was like, when you had to take a...
Yeah.
So it was like that, but worse, it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And then so the second week I took it again to see if it would ease down, but it didn't. So then I stopped it. And then I contacted my endocrinologist, and she says, well, let's try on Manjaro.
So at least you were going through a doctor.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So the endocrinologist is really, really good for that. And she actually told me 2 weeks before I hit this trip, she says, you don't need to see me no more. I'm like, really? I want to see you some more. Because I liked her.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at what.
Plus, she's retiring, so.
What the water product is, it's called Reconstitute and then Retatrutide. I don't know what the reconstitute part is, but it's a 2-part, and you actually inject your stomach yourself. Yeah. It's not very much. Use a 1 milligram syringe.
Okay.
You use a 0.5 milligram of one, and so many milligrams of the other. There's a formula. Very strange. We'll see how that works. I'm going to try that because, I walk. I mention them all because I walk.
Yeah.
Okay. And I try to do 10,000 steps. I'm building up to 10,000. I'm at around 7,500, 8,000 right now. So I'm going to go up to 10,000 and reduce my calorie intake.
Yeah.
But this is supposed to help quite a bit. If you do that, and it's kind of like the old days when they had Fen-Phen.
Yes.
Fen-Phen was wonderful. And then they had, what was the low carb one, the doctor?
You're talking about the diet?
What the heck's the name?
The guy that fell on his head and killed himself.
Yeah. Doesn't stop a bus.
Yeah, it was a diet like 20 years ago.
Right.
And it worked, though.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah. It was similar to the carnivore diet.
He started the low carb thing.
The low carb,
and saying it's okay to eat fat and protein.
Yeah.
But, he started that. So.
Dude, I eat so much fat and protein now.
Atkins.
The Atkins diet. Yeah.
Atkins diet was excellent. I lost weight on the Atkins.
I did
if
too.
You stay away from the carbs, you will lose weight.
Yeah.
But you have to keep a little bit. You got to exercise a little bit. You got to do some stretching, yoga. I don't know, walking, swimming. Swimming's really good. I don't have a pool here anymore. Yeah. Again, we missed the Duba.
And you know how the Filipinos can't swim.
Right.
Mike, you live on an island.
I know, it's funny. They can't swim. They don't swim here.
Yeah, so Nina started watching shows with me. Those guys. She says, "Oh, no, that looks pretty nice. Let's go visit there when we go back." So we came back the beginning of 23.
So the vloggers brought you here.
Yeah, the vloggers.
And they were all here.
Yeah, they were all here.
Even Pia was there. Yeah,
P. And I messaged her, but she was so busy. She says, "Well, just video it and send it to me." I'm like, "Oh, well, whatever." No, we didn't get to that. So we came here. My wife gets off the plane. We get off the plane, and coming from Lapu, the streets are like back home, nice and wide, clean. It was nice, quieter. Not quite as Subic Bay, which we just loved. Now she wants to buy there. So when we left, like 4 or 5 days later, because we travel a lot when we're here, we're like, well, we're going to fly back. We flew back about a week later. And then, because we were looking at properties, and then we did find Cebu properties here. There's about a mile from here. About a mile. It's 1.1 miles from here is where our place is going to be when they finish.
You bought land?
No, we bought the whole thing.
We bought
a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, detached townhouse.
Oh, very nice.
In a gated community. It's going to have swimming pools.
Is it in Duma or Valencia?
It's like right on the line.
Okay.
I screenshotted the name of it. I can't remember.
Okay.
I asked my wife. So,
all right. Very nice.
She'll,
but what is that? Is anybody living there now?
No, it's not ready yet.
They're still building it?
Yeah, it was supposed to be ready this past spring. Now they're telling me next spring. It was a year and a half.
Things don't happen fast here.
No, I bought the house next door to me. I totally gutted and renovated the whole house in 5 months. Moved in while Nina was here visiting last year. I renovated and moved our house over, and it was done.
Yeah, it takes some years to build something here. They have an new international airport going in.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10, 15 years.
So we're not far from that.
You're not far from that? Okay.
Yeah, it's from what the realtor told us.
Good.
So.
Definitely will become more valuable once that airport comes in.
Yeah, so we're looking at that. We're going to keep that one. We might be selling Lapu only because we just renovated the thing. It's 4 stories.
Oh.
We're supposed to only have 2 stories, all right? At first it was going to start.
How do you just add 2 stories? I know you're in the construction business, but can you just add 2 stories like that?
It's the Philippines. You don't even need a building permit.
You don't need a building permit.
That's the funniest thing. And I'm like, you sure you don't need a building? No, she's in Domi Homes, a little thing, and
they use block and cement
her brother is in construction in DePaulock.
Okay.
So I got him here. I got 9 guys working on the job site. My payroll's $700 a week, and I'm like, that's half a payroll for one guy for me back at home. I'm dropping $8-10 grand a week back home right now, and I got guys working out on Fisher's Island, cheap. Which is even higher.
Yeah.
What
island?
Fisher's Island. It's right off the coast of Connecticut.
I don't know it.
It's actually considered New York. So the first 7 hours is straight time. That last 8 hours is time and a half. And we're paying, and it's $200 an hour.
Oh my God!
My cost.
Oh my God! And also they have workers' comp.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Workman's comp is automatically deducted as soon as I make my payroll.
Which they don't have here. They don't have workman's comp here. Things like that.
I'm like, I bought the guys boots, so they're pouring concrete with rebar on the first floor. to the second floor. And I'm like, they're doing it in flip-flops. I'm like, oh, somebody's going to step on something.
Is that here?
Yeah, and that's here.
They're
Steel rebar's going to go right through their foot.
If you get hurt, you're off the job. That's it. You lost work. They don't pay you workman's comp. They don't pay you.
And the funny thing is here, which is backwards. I don't understand this. Why construction workers here get paid minimum wage?
Yeah.
The U.S., it's completely different. A guy can go, and I've been telling my brother-in-laws, they're an electrician. We're trying to get them over there so they can start with me between $1,200 and $1,500 a week just to start in the U.S. And I need help. U.S., we need help in construction. We need about anywhere from 4 to 7 million people in construction. All us baby boomers. I'm at the end of it, are retiring.
I had a guy rewire this house. He spent day after day on it, pulling heavier wire because they had two undersized wire. The wires were running hot. The breakers were blowing. Yeah. The air conditioners weren't running full power. And it's like, so I said to him, let's just pull new wires. Luckily, we have an attic, so he was able to do.
Oh, that's good.
I put in, and they use stranded wire. They use 16-gauge wire, running to air conditioners. I mean, this is ridiculous. Okay, so, and they don't even have it inside of a conduit. Okay?
Yeah.
And they don't use Romex. Okay, it's just very weird. I said, let's do it right. Let's get this thing done right. Okay, so, but it was only costing me, materials were more money than him. He was costing me for an electrician and his father, who's an electrician, and going in the attic and running all the power and everything else, 500 pesos a day, $10. Maybe, $10. $9.5.
I pay my guys $50 a day just to travel.
Just to travel.
Just to travel, it takes 45
a long way to get
minutes.
To the island. Yeah.
Yeah, just to travel, and I pay for that.
Yeah, he put in 10-hour days too.
Yeah.
So I literally.
Oh no, wait a minute! No, my guys leave at 1:30.
Oh wow.
They put him on a six and a half hour day.
And how much they get paid? A couple hundred?
Oh no, they're making like $500 to $600 a day.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's
the going rate for construction.
So you have to bid it accordingly. They're paying them big money to be on that island.
Yeah.
So the island obviously is very expensive.
Oh, Fisher's Island, yeah. There's one store on it, and this is where the rich people live. There's nothing on it. There's
ultra rich.
Yeah, ultra rich, and the only way to get anything to and from the island is with the ferry.
Ferry.
There's nothing on it.
There's no
gas
road?
Stations.
There's no direct road connecting.
No, there is a fire station. there's a school. It's a 5-room school. I just painted that, and that's prevailing wage. So that's good government wages there. So that's even more money. And now they want me to do, because I'm willing to go out on the island, now they want me to do the epoxy flooring. Because we do a lot of coatings, my company. Mm-hmm. We do home renovations, but we do a lot of coatings, a lot of epoxies, roof, waterproofers, things like that. I've trained my guys all over the years, and that's what we do. So we get called to do that kind of stuff. We do specialty coatings.
I hope you have good managers that manage these guys.
I do.
Because you're over here, they're over there.
Yep.
I had employees, they'll kill you.
Yeah. Right. So my brother's been working with me about 25 of the 37 years.
Good.
Another guy started me painting with his cousin 40 years ago. He's still working for me. And his brother.
Oh,
and we've been friends since we're 12
so you could count
years
on them.
old.
Good.
Right. And then Kevin, who runs the show, was in business for 30 years. His wife got sick before COVID, left, and then he called me up 3 years ago, right about now, and said, Bob, and we knew each other a little bit, so he says, I don't want to start my business up. His wife had cancer. They got through that, and then COVID hit, and they had to get through that. And so I said, all right. And it was a big nut to swallow because his pay was really high.
Did his wife recover?
His wife recovered.
Good.
She's doing good.
That's good.
It's been 3 years now. So
a lot of people did not recover.
Right.
They put you in the hospital and they kill you.
Yeah.
With their practices.
I had friends who died, and I had friends who were perfectly healthy in their 30s who got the shot.
You and I both, brother.
And their minds went screwy. They were out of work for months on end. I never took the shot. I caught COVID in the beginning. I got sick like a cold, like a
bad
strong
flu, really bad flu.
And that no, minor flu.
Mine are flu. Well, mine was bad.
Because in New England, we get flus.
Oh, yeah, it's cold.
So, and this was like, I was sick for like 4 days, and I had shivers for about 10 days, and that was it. And it was done. I never caught COVID again. I never wore a mask. When I walk into Walmart, I said, here's a statement, here's a HEPA thing, and I just walked through. And screw you and your mask.
I'm sure everybody would tell
because
you, you're not wearing your mask. You're not wearing your mask.
We have to be trained in construction to wear respirators and everything.
Well, yeah, there's dust.
For certain pathogens and airbornes that fly through the air. We know. A cotton mask.
They're sawing stuff. My guy was cutting concrete, okay, with diamond blades.
Yeah.
And the dust was flying. And I'm looking at him. He doesn't have anything over his mouth, nothing over his eyes. So I ordered a mask. He's looking at it like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
So I showed him. I said, keep it out of your eyes and your face. I said, you could lose an eye.
Like, you just spritz his concrete with water. Yeah, but they don't know that. They don't know. No, they don't. I see it. Clouds of dust.
All day long, working on his hands and knees.
Instead of wet sauce.
Doesn't have knee pads. None of the safety gear.
Oh, no.
And it's like, oh, my God. And they don't even have grounds here, okay? They don't have grounded outlets here. I had to put in grounded outlets.
Oh, yeah. GFIs. I kept telling my other brother-in-law, who's an electrician, I want GFIs in my kitchen, GFIs in my bathroom. I got one GFI in the house, and I'm used to GFIs in all the locations.
And a couple times we got zapped, and it's 220. It's pretty strong, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's strong.
Luckily, I wasn't on concrete. I was in the air, and it was in water, okay? But we have electric carts that we charge, and it rains a lot. So I had to put in a grounding rod, a copper clad.
Yeah.
Drove it in the ground, put a grounding, and grounded all the outside outlets and anything by the sinks. They don't have it here. They give you a 3-prong plug, but there's nothing connected to the ground.
There's no grounding.
There's no ground. It's just it kills me. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
We still didn't talk about Dubagetti.
Coming from the U.S. and we see the building codes.
I know, it's crazy.
You from California,
undersized wire,
me from New England.
Undersized plumbing. They'll use plastic plumbing and put it through the concrete without any kind of coating. So eventually, from movement of water expanding and everything else, the plastic cracks.
Right.
And you get leaks in the concrete.
Yeah, you had that double.
And they're not using copper. They're not using. I forgot the name of the plastic pipe they have that's thick.
Yeah.
They're just using regular drip line, black
PEX.
Yeah. But they're using regular drip line, like water drip line that you would use for irrigating plants on a field. It's thin. Yeah. It doesn't last. It cracks. It's like, oh, my God, you guys.
Yeah. And PEX is cheap. It's easy to work with. Everything is, and if they wanted to hear, you could get the shock grips, which are easy to install. And you can take them apart at the joints with shock grips. I don't know if you know what that is.
I'm not familiar with what that is.
Well, it's a new attachment that they came out with about 10, 12 years ago in the U.S.
So they're not heating it. They're not gluing it.
There's no fire anymore.
It's a pressure.
It's pressure. It's under pressure. So there's multiple ways. I use shock grip as an example because that was the first one that came out. But now they have the way where you just clamp it, and it just clamps. And then you can just take this little plastic thing, pop it right off.
Really?
Yeah. So you don't have to.
I may have to replumb this place if I end up owning
PEX is the way to go.
The plumbing here is...
Because here it's not an issue, but in New England, everything expands and freezes all the time. So PEX is the way to go. So if it freezes...
We have an underground leak in this house. It's not my house. I rent. We pay $1,500 to $1,800 every month for water. It should be
pesos?
Yeah. It should be about $200.
I wish I could do that.
Okay. It should be $200.
$500 every quarter in one of my houses.
Why?
Because it's a rental. I used to pay $300.
Are you talking about here in the Philippines?
No.
Oh, yeah, no. But the problem is, in the Philippines, typically it's 200, 300 pesos, okay, for water.
Yeah.
We're paying $1,700.
Yeah, it wasn't much. I see the electric
bill. And the reason
bill.
is we have leaks, but I can't find them. They're under the foundation or something because they use the thin little black plastic. So eventually we're going to have to cut a slot around the house. They don't even cut. They chisel it, but we're going to cut it. They chiseled the concrete to make a hole, but we're going to cut it. And luckily, all the water areas are on the outside perimeter. There's no interior, so the drains are fine, but the water is not. So I have to, and then going all the way to the street, they use the same piece of junk pipe. So all the time you'll see water running down the street from people that have been driving over with their cars or their motorbikes, and
I know, I see it all the time.
They crack it.
It's crazy, and I like when I told my wife. So we rented a car when we got to Manila for that 2-week trip, and I'm looking at the little Toyota that was about this high off the ground. I'm like, that's not going to work here. You go in the parking garages half the way through. I'm like, oh, man, this is the last time we rent this car from somebody from the airport. Oh, it's a deal. Yeah, she still hasn't given us our 5,000 peso deposit back yet. She sends pictures that she's in the hospital. I'm like, right. we need a 4-wheel drive here.
Yeah, they're pretty rough roads and the sidewalks. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you need to you hit all kinds of stuff here.
They put poles, drops.
The telephone poles in the middle of the road.
Leading over.
That's what gets me. You drive down the road, there's a telephone pole.
Yeah, it's walking back 75 years when you come into Duma. I don't know about all the other cities. Maybe Cebu's better, but here in Duma. It's
Parts of it is.
Parts of it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing up to date.
No.
Nothing up to date.
No, you go up north. You go up to Subic Bay and up there. It's just like being home.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's quiet.
Even in the mall. I don't know if you noticed.
Even in the malls.
Did you see it? Did you see the tiles?
The malls are nicer than back home because we have no malls.
This mall, Robinson's Mall, is pretty nice. But you noticed all the tiles?
Yeah.
And they're cracked because they didn't spread the mortar?
Yeah.
And they left gaps?
Yeah.
Okay? And they have for all the time I've been here, they keep putting little yellow protectors saying watch your step over 100 different places in the mall, literally 100. And it's like they fix it and it cracks again because they're not putting the mortar. They're either not using the right mortar or they're not spreading it evenly. I don't know what it is, but you can see the corner will drop down. Like something heavy stepped on. What's the deal? They don't know how to do tile or what the heck?
And it's not like they're not making money. Just about every single store is filled here. Dude, the U.S., I remember malls open when I was a teenager. They're closed.
Yeah.
We have no more malls in the U.S., very little.
They're closed? They're still?
Yeah, they're all closed.
Is it from the COVID or what is it from?
Just nobody goes out.
They're ordering online.
Amazon, okay?
Yeah, that's why Bezos making an arm and a leg.
So I've got like 18 things in my Amazon bucket ready to go, so when the day I take off, I hit it.
Deliver.
I hit it, and it'll be ready. It'll be at home when I get there.
Everybody delivers now. You can get delivery from everybody. Kohl's, Target.
Yeah, they all deliver. Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. They all deliver.
Even though it's 3 minutes away from me, I still order.
People just order online. Food delivery too. Yeah. The markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I where I live in the U.S. is a small town, but I got major cities around me: Hartford, Providence, Worcester, Springfield, Boston.
Okay.
So you've been in Providence.
I've been in Providence.
So you're half an hour from me.
Okay. I haven't been exactly.
And I'm always in Providence. I'm always down there. So they have a nice mall that's still open and pretty much full.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I miss malls. They were fun.
Yeah. They were
good
fun.
Place to walk around and bring the family and get together.
A lot of them are closed now. They're
becoming
storage centers.
50 years back.
Amazons.
And you see how busy it is here, in the malls.
I know.
It's crazy. Busy. They don't have any, I don't think they have any vacancies. They keep putting people out in the middle.
See much. Yeah.
Not too much vacancy.
Unless they're building something.
They're actually adding on to that mall. Quite
Good,
a bit.
Because I was thinking about that today. I'm walking through and says, it would be nice to put a third level here because you had all that wasted space and a parking garage outside.
Back, they're building a 2 or 3 level huge part right next to the parking garage. They just built the parking garage.
And a Buffalo Wild Wings over here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The first time Nina ever had a Buffalo, and that's from New York, Buffalo wing, was here at Shakey's. So
Which
I took her there and had a Buffalo wing.
Like they used to be.
No, so I went to Shakey's in the U.S. a couple years ago in Worcester. And I knew they were around, but I've never been to one. I'm like, I'm not coming back here again. I'm not coming
Bob's
back here.
Big Boy. There's kind of the.
Oh, I missed those when I was a kid.
I think there's still one in Burbank, California.
Oh, the guys there.
There's one in Bakersfield too, unless they closed it up. I miss those burgers, but they got smaller.
Yeah,
it's not quite the same. But
I noticed that with the Burger King here.
Yeah.
The patties are definitely
thinner and smaller.
They taste the same, but they're about half the size.
Yeah, we don't have a Burger King here. You must have been in Cebu.
Yeah, I was up in Manila.
Okay.
BGC. We went to Texas Roadhouse is our favorite place.
We don't have that here.
Well, you got them up there.
Yeah.
They're similar.
Okay.
Just put it that way. They're not the exact
because
same.
beef here is all imported.
It's imported, and it's twice as much.
Yes, it is.
So a $42 steak there is $56 here.
Yeah, to open a steakhouse here is not cheap.
No.
And nobody's willing to pay it unless
the
it's foreigners.
The cattle's coming in from China or something.
Actually, they get it from Brazil. They get good steak from Brazil and Australia.
Oh, okay.
They bring it in from Australia. I don't bring in American meat. We won't see American beef, USDA. No, none of that. You'll see Brazilian and Australian. Sometimes it's good. It's a hit and miss. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not so great. Okay, I do miss beef, pork and chicken. You better enjoy pork and chicken. That's local. Yeah. So, and how about Filipino food? Do you like Filipino food, or do you prefer?
To a point. My wife, in 6 years, she went through 3 rice cookers, and
really,
she killed them. She kills them.
She overcooks the rice. She makes it dry. It burns up.
She uses the rice cooker so much.
Really?
They heat up eggs in it. I'm like. That's what water's for. Boil it.
Oh, they put the water in there to boil it?
Well, they keep the eggs inside the rice to keep them warm. Do you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch what Carolyn does. What, they put the eggs with the shell?
With the shell. Well, once it's cooked, they put it in there to keep it warm or to warm it up. At least that's what my wife does, and that's what her mom does.
I've never seen that here. I would have.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it.
I'll tell you what I have seen here at Mike Rowe's show, but when I was first dating Carolyn and I had a rice cooker, and we were in an apartment.
Did you learn how to measure?
No, I never cooked rice in my life. I don't eat rice. But anyway, we threw rice away in the States. We used to get rice. We throw it away. Okay, never ate rice.
Yeah.
It wasn't a staple. We're potatoes in the States. It's just.
Well, I used to
French
have
fries.
the southern rice, the Zatarans and stuff like
that.
The spicy stuff.
Or
with the
Indian
meat
rice,
in it.
long grain.
I can't even eat that anymore.
I don't mind long grain rice or rice with flavor, but white rice, not happening.
Yeah, no.
Not happening. Okay.
I got to throw salt, pepper, and butter in it.
So
I know somebody throws syrup in it. One of my friends.
Well, I got to tell you this one. I don't do it.
That's
okay.
okay.
Sounds terrible. But syrup on the rice. But anyway, so we're in the apartment, and ants, little tiny ants, had inundated overnight the rice cooker. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, they're all over. I open up the lid. There's 1,000. It's a dark spot. There's like thousands of these ants on the rice. Okay.
It's protein.
And I'm like, oh shit, we got to get this out of here. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. And I'm fretting like, there's ants in the rice. We got to throw it out. Says, no, you don't. No, you don't. I go, what do you mean? That's food. You don't throw food away. I'm not eating that shit. Okay. I'm serious.
Where's the chocolate? Put the chocolate on it.
She dumps it into a pan, turns the fire on, and all the ants go flying out because it's hot. They go run it out of the rice, and then she makes stirred fries, fried rice. I'm like, I'm not eating that shit. I'm sorry. And all the ants, they go around the side, and of course they burn up in the flame, And so she says, we can't waste food. I'm from the province. We don't waste food. Fuck that. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you imagine a kitchen in the States doing something like that? They'd be so closed down.
The plates on top of each other on the countertop.
Yeah.
So I just had some sig at the thing because I went back to the mall because I had to grab some T-shirts and stuff, and I had some sig, and it's like floating in a vat of oil.
Yeah.
Which I don't,
a lot of oil.
It is what it is. It's
vegetable oil too.
Yeah,
Canola.
Yeah. Now I save my bacon fat.
Yeah, that's
Cook
better.
With that.
Yeah, that's better for you.
Yeah.
Low carb is better. Canola oil, vegetable oil is not good. Olive oil is okay, but I don't like eggs in olive oil.
So we have barbecues at the home. So we have a lot of Filipino friends that have a lot of Filipino wives.
Oh, okay.
So they all get together.
Yeah, they do a cookout.
It's like a cluck of the chickens. They're all, we just let them go. Just let them speak the Filipino.
Right.
A couple of guys don't like their wife speaking Filipino, but it doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Maybe
all the girls will get together
or something.
and it's like a bunch of chickens.
Yeah, just go.
To the side.
Just go.
Yeah.
One drink is all. But half a drink is all it takes my wife to get to get her lit. That's a funny night. On Memorial Day and Labor Day at the house. So at Labor Day at the house, we'll have about 8 or 10 couples with
What
all
brought
their
you?
wives.
Okay, we're never going to find out why you got to Dubuquette back then. What brought you to Dubuquette this time?
Oh, so we just got back from Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You traveled.
So this is part of the plan. So we have 5.5 weeks, almost six weeks we're traveling. So I left on the 16th of June. I go back on the 24th of July. And so this is part of the plan. So this is all scheduled out months in advance.
Where's your wife now?
She's in Sikyor with her friend from Canada, from Toronto.
Have
her
you been
friend.
to Sikyor? It's very nice.
No, I haven't been. Is it Sikyor?
It's an island right
No,
off of
Chagall.
Dubuquette.
I'm sorry, Chagall. Yeah, it's
Oh,
right
she went
off.
to Chagall. Okay.
Yeah, her and friends go to Chagall all the time.
Okay.
Her friend, she's got a friend. So these are her college friends. They've been like 18, 20 years. One's in Alaska, and I asked the one from Alaska, she says, how do you like it? She loves it now. It gets colder in North and South Dakota than it does in Alaska. And I've been to Minnesota.
There's parts of Alaska that get minus
That's
50,
nasty.
minus 80. You know that, okay.
So she's on the coast, but I was talking to her and her friend, which we visited. Oh, here's another story. So we visited her friend in Toronto, which she's here, and then another one from Holland. And she's got 5 friends from college. They all get together all the time.
Nice.
So, so they're all here, and they all got farms.
Okay.
So they're all married in the U.S. or Holland or other parts
places,
of the world.
yeah.
And one's in Japan.
And one's in Canada. So, okay.
One's about 7 or 8 hour ride from us.
Okay.
So she goes up and sees her a lot. So the first time I took her to Toronto, didn't realize this, forgot. So the process of her being in the U.S., first you get your 90 day, we get married. And
You can't leave.
Right.
You have to be there contiguous for so many years.
Right.
If you leave, you screwed that up.
So we get that 2 year. That's the first process. So we get 2 year. I'm thinking, oh, she's all set, because we used to just go to Canada with a driver's license. Now it's a passport. Last 8 years or so. So we get up there. Funniest thing, we get stopped at the border because she didn't have her 10-year green card yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking, shoot, that's next week. It comes in a couple of weeks because we already got, the notice that we're getting it. So we get stopped at the border, get held in the immigration, get kicked out of Canada.
You got kicked out.
Yeah,
But it was a good thing you didn't get in, because if
Yeah.
you did, you could have messed up her her retirement
Right.
Social Security
So
benefits.
they realized what had happened, and they know, because they sent us back. So the second time we went through it, we got stopped again, and the border guys are laughing because they know. So she just had to go through the process of getting through the first time. She's been up there like 2 or 3 times since then.
At least she didn't. Yeah. So now she has benefits from the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Good.
And she works for the state of Connecticut. She works for UConn.
Oh, very good.
She works right across the street from Gamble Pavilion.
What's UConn?
University of Connecticut.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't know sports at all.
No, I don't. I'm not a sports
The women's
fanatic.
basketball had won like 13 championships in
I
a
don't
row.
do it. Yeah, you said
Men's.
you're talking about Super Bowl. I don't do that. I'm not a sports guy.
I just gave up my season tickets after 28 years with the Patriots. 3
right.
Super Bowls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've traveled all over for those guys, but it's done. I'm getting close to retirement. Well, semi-retirement. I'm not going to retire.
You said you're taking an early retirement. You told me.
Yeah, I took my Social Security early only because I'm taking that money, I'm banking it, I'm putting it into a RIT, a retirement account, a real estate investment trust.
Yeah.
Right, and the RIT that I use is Roots out of Atlanta, and I used to deal with real estate with a company out in New York. Used to buy, renovate properties in Connecticut for this company. But they had me rent the properties out, which I hated, because you can't get a tenant out no matter what they do to the property. Mm-hmm. So it's not Florida. It's 2 weeks you're out. They move your crap out and you get out on the street.
Is that the way it is in Florida? No.
Oh, yeah. They don't care. They just...
In Nevada, forget about it. In Los Angeles, oh, my God.
You can't get them out.
Yeah,
and they got all the rights in the world.
And then they'll come back to the corner and say, I need another 6 months. I have children. I have a baby. I don't have a job. Oh, my God.
I had one take us to court one time. And it took like 5 months to get to court, and she had no excuse. She was single, and she had no excuse. The judge says you're out in 2 weeks, and that was like 7-8 months after not paying rent.
Yeah, 7-8 months. Okay,
and she was single. She had no kids or nothing. So, but she got out. But anyways, I don't even know where I got off on. Do you?
well, we were talking
the old
about
age.
we're talking about the rich. You were talking about your retirement.
Yeah, so I take the Social Security, which I should have a check in my bank account when I get home, because it's the third Wednesday or the fourth Wednesday. Because my birthday's on the 24th. It's third Wednesday of the month or something. So should be in there when I get back. That money's going to go into the RIT. The RIT right now, I'm averaging between 14 and 15%. I assume it's
interest rate. It's interest free. It allows you to gain, and then when you take it out, you pay interest on what you take out.
Right.
Okay.
On the RIT, so I have a corporation. Oh. This is what's nice about having a corporation, which you probably know all about.
I had a corporation for a while.
So you can run a lot of stuff through that,
right,
and not have to deal with taxes.
Right.
So
you're an employee. You're an employee. You're not
exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to take the maximum that I'm allowed before they start cutting my Social Security benefits. But everything else gets put into savings, and you move it over here, you move it over there.
No, your Social Security is not taxable.
It's not taxable
up to $25,000.
Right.
And then obviously you're over that, it becomes taxable.
Yeah, it's 24.3 or 20. Yes, 24 and change. I probably made it like $400 less. I put myself on a salary, so it automatically gets deposited.
By the way, I have to make the disclosure: we're not tax experts. No. Go see your own tax man about this. Okay.
Don't listen to me.
We're talking about RITs and stuff. Okay, guys, you got to
just
check on this
our
yourself.
experiences.
Yeah.
So
it's a CYA.
That's right. Yeah. So No, I had other people do this.
You have financial advisors.
Even
you're involved with
even
money.
The big guys.
Yeah.
And they still said you're still in the game. When they told me that 20 years ago when the stock market crashed, believe me, I can take out that $3,000 deductible for like 3 lifetimes, and I still won't get my money back. The good thing,
you'll
wife
never
can
spend
claim
that kind
it
of
now.
money here.
No,
you know,
and it's only $3,000 off the tax you don't have to pay tax on.
Right.
It's not $3,000.
So you'll never.
So it's only what, $200 or $300.
So you're going to keep going back and forth because you have a home there. You're going to go back and forth.
Right. We have properties, so I'm setting up. You know, I don't really take a payroll like I should, because I'm working on getting other streams of money coming in.
Right.
So, you know, I grew up on welfare. You know, my family was very poor. My mom worked full time. My stepfather worked two jobs.
They were immigrants?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, a lot of immigrants did very well.
Coming
over to New York.
My mom's side came down from Canada originally, Quebec, and but they're old Frenchmen, you know, and some Blackfoot Indian mixed in there.
A little bit mixed in. So you have some French in you.
Yeah, a lot of European too, because I did that DNA test a few years ago.
Did you? Okay.
I had some German, some Slavic.
Oh, you have it all over.
Some Italian.
Okay.
Even a little bit of Irish in there. So somebody just took me and mixed me up in a pot and said, "Here you go."
Okay, so you have a lot of there's nothing one.
Yeah. So,
okay, that's cool.
But anyways, you know, it is what it is. So I grew up giving my parents at least half of my pay when I was in school. So this is how I grew up, and I was always tight with my money, even till today. I'm tight with my money until it comes to helping other people and helping my guys, my employees. I'm looking out for them. I actually got some good news from my guys, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do. So they're all 60, 58. So when I sell a business, I've been building up my online presence, my digital assets, which I know about it, but I'm not diverse in this. But my website hosting company, which is from Las Vegas, out in Vegas, and I went out and meet them this past April, business trip, and write it off.
Wrote it all off.
Yeah. the Trump Tower and everything. So, so he sat down and talked to me and told me what we're actually worth, and I'm like, it blew me away. So
you're getting a profit share.
So now I can actually take care of my guys in retirement.
That's good.
So I'm going to take.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it really is, dude. I can. So
giving back really does.
Yeah.
For people that gave you 30, 40, 50 years of their life,
We're going to set up annuities for them.
Very good.
So annuities with a rider, so they'll get a set amount besides this Social Security, because I don't pay them cash. Everybody's on the books, payroll, regular payroll, and all of that. You know how it goes. So I'm going to set those guys up so that they get, like a pension.
That's good.
Basically, but it's going to be an annuity. I used to sell annuities for the Equitable. Now it's AXA. I see AXA here. That used to be the Equitable 40 years ago in Hartford. Insurance capital of the world.
I remember Hartford. Okay.
Yeah. 126 major companies back then.
Yeah.
I don't know what's left now, but there's still a lot of insurance there.
That's good to give back.
Yeah. So yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, it's great. Now I can actually do, because it's bothered me for years that I can't do anything for these guys in retirement. I'm like, oh, maybe I can give them 30 grand or 40 grand or something.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. What am I gonna do? My
retirement,
business. The physical business itself, million and a half or so, that's it. But that's not going to go far once you sell it and all that tax is gone. Mm-hmm. The state that I live in, Connecticut.
It's a high tax.
You sneeze and they tax you.
Right.
I had it out with them because we had the tax thing from COVID. Right, so I got the tax money back that I paid in for the federal taxes for the employees of 2000 and 2001. So I got part of that back. So that helped pay the guys to keep them busy and make up some pay. Come to find out, I had to redo my personal taxes. Federal government was no problem. State of Connecticut, all that money got put on me personally. I had to pay taxes personally.
On what you gave.
On what I got back and redistributed it.
We all have our fish that got away in losses. Okay.
That irks me till today.
I owned a bunch of real estate in Vegas, and I had to short sell them. I had to give them back to the banks. They just went to half the value at a certain point.
Yeah.
And then they wanted me to, they billed me tax on all of them.
Yeah.
Not based on what I gave them back for or what I lost, what I bought them for.
Yeah, what you bought them for, what you made that profit, so you had to pay tax
on
that.
There was no profit. I lost money on every one of them.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, and I had to pay tax
so
on
you had no capital gains?
None.
But they made you pay taxes?
Yes.
Was that the state?
Yeah. That was federal.
Federal too?
Federal, yeah. It was back in 2007, 8, I don't know, something like that. It was horrible.
Oh,
I filed bankruptcy. I wasn't about to pay it. I filed bankruptcy. I said, screw this. I'm not paying it. I don't have it to pay.
Yeah.
You're crazy. I lost quite a bit of money on real estate because it went to half. $250,000 homes went to $100,000, and renters didn't want to pay the rent anymore because people were renting for half the price. So I wasn't getting any rental income. I didn't want to kick them out because then I'd have an empty house and somebody would break into it and cause damage. I had no rental income. I had no value, and the bank still insisted me paying on a $250,000 loan. And I had a bunch of them. Okay, because I only had put 20% down. I leveraged.
The only thing
I could have bought
left is
I could have bought 4 for cash. I ended up buying a dozen with 20% down. Biggest mistake of my life. If I had bought 4 for cash, I just held on to them and eventually they'll come back.
Yeah.
But it took a good 10 years for it to come back.
Yeah, because that was in the housing market crash. I could see that coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the housing prices. I'm like, they're going through the roof. This is nuts. And it died. It never really came back until recently, until COVID.
I owned a condo for $916,000. I put $400,000 down.
Oof.
I had HOA fees of $3,000 a month, and the place ended up selling 2 years later for $175,000.
Yeah. Oh, my cousin was scoffing them up in Florida back then. $400,000 houses.
Probably
and next year he's getting them from $80,000. He's picking them up. As I drove down there with him, and I'm like looking at like every third house was empty down there, all like 28, 3,000.
Some guys have all the luck, some don't.
He goes down and he buys like 3 or 4 properties, and he's up here and he's got land up here. He's selling a lot, an acre and a quarter lots for what he's paying for houses down there.
Now, what are you going to do with the house that you're building up here? Are you going to live in it?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay there for like about 2 months out of the year.
Okay.
I'll Airbnb it.
Oh, okay.
Because this is how, I'm not going to be able to stay in a mall, and I'm not going to be here full time. So when I'm here, it'll be like 2 months. I'm going to use this as a base, and then I'm going to travel. So like we just did, so I'll probably be here for like two months, take off to a week to Thailand.
So you both like to travel?
Yeah, she loves it.
Carolyn and I don't. We're opposite. Yeah. We're homebodies. So yeah. I'm based here. I don't even want to leave I have to leave for the 3 year. I've been here almost 3 years. I've been here two and a half years. I got to leave in the next 6 months.
Oh yeah.
I have to, and I don't really want to, but I have to.
I got a year now. I got a Ballin-Buy-in visa.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And my wife doesn't.
Oh.
Because she hasn't got her Filipino citizenship back yet.
But she was born in the Philippines.
Exactly.
Because well, she should be a Filipino citizen.
But she became an American citizen. You lose your Filipino citizen, then you got to file for it again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's
I thought once you had a Filipino citizen, you have dual citizenship.
She does have dual citizenship. She's got to file the paperwork here now. That's because she went to the consulate last year in New York and got that back, but she's still got to file the paperwork here.
And your son, what's
Liam.
What's his name again?
Liam.
Yeah. And he has dual citizenship.
And he has yes.
He does? Okay,
yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
That helps him a lot, too.
So they get a 30-day pass right now, only because it's a
only
paperwork
a 30-day?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that's not an issue because she's got her paperwork that's all filled out. She shows it at immigration because they seen our 7 weeks from start to finish on the flights coming in and out. And they seen her and so they're Singapore Airlines was having an issue in New York about it.
Oh.
So, because we flew out of New York.
See, I wanted Carolyn to go with me. I was going to go to Vietnam and spend a week.
Isn't it 60 days there for them? I know it's 60 days in Thailand.
You can spend more than 60 days in Vietnam.
Is it? Okay.
And but I was going to spend a week anyway. So I was just going to go to Vietnam and spend a week in January of 2026. I wanted Carolyn to go with me, but she procrastinates on getting her passport. So we've talked about this. I says, you need to work on it. You need to work on it. So I'm not going to buy a ticket and set up the whole thing for 2 people when I know it'll be last minute and they'll never approve it. Okay, they won't let her leave because it's difficult.
It's difficult for them to get out of the country.
Yeah, even with a passport.
Yes.
You can't just leave.
Because I had the issue with Nina. She owned property here. And she's a supervisor for Emily. She was traveling. They wanted to make her regional supervisor. She says, no, I'm leaving. I'm going to the U.S. But we flew to Hong Kong on my second visit, I think it was. I took her to Hong Kong. And it was a nightmare it took her 3 hours in immigration at the airport, and we almost missed our flight. They held the plane. Mm. So, because immigration didn't open until like 10.
I've heard many people that they plan and they go to the airport and the Filipina cannot leave because you're not married.
Yeah.
They don't show an income.
We see now with the lady in front of us. She's like crying.
Yeah.
It's
very upsetting.
Yeah.
One could go, one can't. So what's your choice? I have to leave. Okay, I have to leave that. Otherwise, I'm an overstay, which charges me, I don't know, 1,000 pesos a day or a week or something. Yeah. And it's not a big deal.
It's one day.
It's one day.
Fly out, fly back.
Well, you could go for one day, but I figured.
Can you fly to Guam? Oh, wait a minute, you can't go to U.S. Oh, well, you could.
I can't. Yeah. She can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't go to the USA for sure.
And that's funny. That used to be a Filipino island.
Yeah.
Before World War II.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're a history buff. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, if you know Hawaiians, these guys are all related. They're all
Spanish.
Polynesian.
From Spain.
Lineage. The Filipinos, the Hawaiians, Singaporeans, they're all related.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of dialects.
There is. Yeah.
Good luck, because they're all many dialects. I have not even begun to learn.
It confuses me because she speaks a couple of them.
Tagalog, Cebuano.
Yes, Cebuano.
Ilanian. I don't know.
She speaks and I'm like, oh, stop confusing me.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not that smart. I'm sorry.
So my first words, and it's not bad, it's just the way you use it, is Lamiui Ziggy Pa. That's the first thing I learned. I had no clue what it meant.
What does it mean?
It's just the way, I like it, I want more. Or something like that. But it's the way you use it and the predicament that you're using it in.
I had an adopted sister.
I'm going to leave it there.
She married a Filipino boy, and I met a Filipina girl in Vegas. This is when I was a teenager. And they said to her, say hello to her. I said, I don't know how to say it. They said, say Ini Ibikita. Okay? Ini Ibikita. I said, okay. I guess it means I love you, but I'm not sure which dialect.
Yeah.
So I went to her. I says, Ini Ibikita. Put my head up. She's just laughing.
Me too. When we get married.
They played me.
That was a little getting used to.
Yeah.
You go from meeting them to marriage.
Yeah.
There's no dating. There's no such thing as dating.
There's no dating here.
No.
There's no,
Your boyfriend, girlfriend right away.
It's instant. In fact, it's a little too fast sometimes. Even the 20-year-olds, and it's like, we have nothing in common. You don't know who John Wayne is. I'm sorry, I can't be with you. You don't know.
He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah, I know. There's certain people, it's like, you haven't experienced the things I've experienced. It's like, I don't know, it's nothing in common. I have nothing in common with a 20-year-old.
You know what's different, and is that we hardly have an argument, but when I tell her something, it takes you a little while to figure it out that I'm right.
Yeah.
You never hear that from American women.
Well, here's the
she says problem. You're right because she didn't know those things ahead of time,
But you say things, I still do it even with Carolyn. We've been together for 29 months. We just celebrated 29. And she came out of the shower and I go, oh, you're all wet. And she's looking at me like, are you being rude? I mean, you say, I said, never mind. You're not going to get it. You're all wet. So those little sayings you say, they don't get it.
Getting out of the airport for the first time in Cebu, I come outside, and I'm not a tall guy, 5'6" max, and I walk outside and I'm taller than everybody else.
Right.
I'm looking around. I'm like, this is funny. They all look the same.
I know. They do. It does take a while.
Because I've never seen so many Filipinos together. Where I live, there's very few.
I've seen some under 5 foot Filipinas, and it's like...
I've seen Laotians. I've worked with those guys, and they're even smaller.
Really?
So, Laotians are tiny.
Where is that? Where's the ocean?
Vietnam.
In Vietnam
and Laotians.
Really?
There's a lot of Laotians. Yeah, they're tiny people. Really small.
I didn't think anybody was shorter than 5 foot until I got here.
Vietnamese are.
Vietnamese are.
Yeah.
That's funny. I can't imagine I'm being towering over anybody.
Have you seen Joe Coy?
No.
He's a Filipino. And he does stand-up comedy, and he is real funny. He explains it all to you.
Oh.
Joe Coy, and your girl's gonna love it. Just watch him.
Joe Coy.
He talks about being Filipino in America and the slipper, the shoe, the accents from the Koreans.
Plus
and
the other words they use, because we use Band-Aid and they use.
Yeah.
What the heck they use that? It's
Joe
like
Coy is so funny.
A swatch or something. I don't know. It's really weird. It's just the things they use, the terms they use. We don't use at all. We say Kleenex. There's a tissue. If I ask for a napkin, they're going to look at me strange because a napkin is a feminine napkin. That's the only thing it is. It's not a table napkin. So many different things.
They call the fingernail clippers something else. I went to the girl at Rose today. I think that's where it was. I need some fingernail clippers. And then she called it something else.
Totally different.
And I'm like, yeah. Because I needed to clip them. I'm not used to clipping them by myself.
Yeah.
The first time I was here, my girlfriend at the time, Nina, she clipped my toenails.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like...
Carolyn does that for me.
My ex-wife in 25 years never did that.
I know. Here they're willing to do. Yeah.
And her brother's rubbing oil on my legs because I was visiting him in the DePaul a couple of years ago, and I was getting bit up, but I wasn't noticing it. And he comes over, and everything is oil and water with these guys. Fix everything with oil and water. This is my arm falls off. Is that what you're going to use, Nina?
Yeah. What was it? Yeah, Windex in the grease. Remember the
Yes, I love that movie.
Windex for everything. Yeah. My big something Greek mother. I don't remember.
Yeah. Big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah, and everything was Windex. Okay. Well. In Mexico, the town I was, everything was mayonnaise. It was the funniest thing.
Oh yeah, mayonnaise down there and everything.
They put mayonnaise on their skin. They think it's going to. Here they whiten their skin.
Yeah.
They don't want to be dark.
I told Nina to stop using that stuff.
Bleaching everything.
Yeah.
Bleaching all the skin stuff. Bleaching everything.
Then I call her exotic, and she thinks it's a bad word.
Go figure.
Exotic? No. I kind of tried to explain that to her. No, exotic to us, that doesn't work. That's not what it
bad.
means.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Well, we covered a lot. We're over an hour.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's over an hour. You're ready to go now. We covered a lot. Appreciate you coming over, and we shared a lot of stuff. One time we'll have to have your wife come.
Yeah, when she comes
but
back.
They never want to talk online.
No,
They're very shy.
She actually did an interview with Paul.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, for like 8 or 10 minutes. Paul was supposed to put together this thing about Filipinos who live in the U.S. now.
Yeah.
And I don't know whatever happened to that.
I don't know.
He recorded. Yeah, I know.
Had to be a couple of years ago. So.
Yeah, it was. It was February of 23.
All right. I could remember the date. I couldn't remember.
Because that's when I like to visit here. Usually I get here and
like February.
It hasn't stopped raining.
Yeah, we're kind of late season right now. We're
we're going to Taiwan and Thailand, and that's going to rain. It rained one day.
I'm not used to Florida weather. If you like Florida, you'll love it here. In Florida weather, it rains.
No, it's even hotter there.
But it rains and then the sun comes out and
everything's
humid.
Yeah, it gets humid.
It just rains for 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Been in Florida many times.
A few hours later, it'll rain for another 15 minutes. That was Florida.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like it. I hide inside. That's why I don't like it. I don't like humidity.
Oh. Yeah. I went to Greece last year. I took my daughter there. That was beautiful. I'm going back. I'm definitely going back to Greece and Italy.
I haven't been there.
It was worth it, and it's not that expensive. You'd think it's expensive.
I'd like to take a cruise. I like cruise ships that go through there, the Mediterranean.
Well, they have a cruise that goes around the world. It's $17,000. When you think about it,
that's not that bad.
That's cheap. When you think about it, everything's included for $17,000 for like 6 months.
I think I would get a little crazy on a boat.
I know, I would too.
$17,000. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was it.
And besides that, I'm going to gain a lot of weight because
that was huge.
Because they give you really bad food, or really good tasting bad food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to eat.
Yeah, to find the good food, you got a day or two to find it all.
Yeah, it's not a good thing for me.
Yeah.
And you don't get enough exercise. I mean, a lot of people walk the deck,
but
you're not going to get enough exercise.
No.
You know. In fact, the last time I went on a cruise ship, we went to Alaska. I didn't like the cold. I wouldn't get out. I joined the gym. We had a full gym thing.
Did you?
Yeah. I did exercising. I did the steam room. I did the jacuzzi. I did the massage. I never got out off the boat. It was too miserably cold in Alaska. Okay? I wasn't doing it. Okay?
You didn't go out and watch that big giant piece of ice as you floated by?
No, I didn't watch it. They went into the town and they, and everything was touristy. Selling whatever they
put down on the helicopter on the iceberg or whatever.
No, not happening. I just enjoyed the warmth of the gym, exercising, and enjoying the hot spas and the massages and the hot rocks and all that stuff. Yeah, no, I didn't go out. It's too cold. I don't like the cold. I'll take the heat over the cold, but I don't like humid either, so I'm kind of unhappy.
Then you wouldn't have liked being a Patriots fan in New England.
Is it that bad?
Because it gets nasty up there, especially in January when the playoffs are happening.
And then you get all the flying bugs.
Then the southern teams come in and they freak out because it's so cold. It's 4 degrees with a minus 10-degree wind chill. And Tennessee comes up to play an AFC championship.
Well, the good part about snow is you don't get flying bugs.
No. You don't, no.
But with humidity, like in Florida.
Come and go fairly quick in New England.
But in Florida, you have crawling and flying
They're
bugs.
Huge. I've been many times in Florida.
Your windshields get messed up in no time, every day. every day. Your windshield's full of bug crap, you know?
Bug juice.
Bug juice. And then if you go back to, let's say, California, Nevada, you never clean your windshields. You don't have anything flying. They can't survive in the heat. Okay? It's just no flying gnats, no flying mosquitoes. Here, mosquito alley, gnats, flying stuff.
Although I went to Arizona in April this year, and it was still snow on the ground. In New England, it's 55 to 60 degrees in April, and here it was like 30 degrees and snow on the ground. I'm like, what is this? I came down for some nice weather because I went to,
everything ran late.
Las Vegas, and then we went south. Went to the Four Corners, went to the Grand Canyon. I'd never been to the Grand Canyon.
Vegas is starting to get snow now. We didn't used to get snow, so weather's changing.
Yeah,
it's true. It's changing, but
it always changed.
But it's always changing. Yeah, that's part of life.
I remember when we were kids. We're going to have an ice age in the 70s. Then it was acid rain. Then the ozone layer is gone in the 80s.
Oh, we're losing the ozone. And there'll be sunbursts, and we're all going to burn up in the sun and get radiation.
Yeah, now the ice is going to melt. We're going to flood,
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen ice melt?
California's going to be underwater. All of California's going to be underwater. I remember that.
Ain't going to happen.
Not my lifetime.
Ice shrinks when it melts.
What can I say? It's not going to be happening.
It's a simple test.
It's just all these things they bombard us with. All right.
Cool.
We got to say goodbye.
All right.
We have to. It's pretty long. If anybody lasted this long, appreciate you lasting this long. I doubt if anybody did.
I do about an hour and 20 minutes.
Everybody left 20 minutes ago. Nobody's watching us at this point.
You missed the best part.
Yeah. Bob, I appreciate you coming on. It was interesting. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'll see you again.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. All right. Cool.
I'll be back.
All right. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. We're going to go ahead and cut it off. And I have to do something at the end of everyone.
That's my Goldfinger.
There we go.